Welcome to L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the North Carolina Tar Heels and the Louisville Cardinals. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, this kind of matchup is always a challenge. Coach told me bringing a team in here on the road can be hard. He told me that his quarterback deserves all of the Heisman attention that he is receiving. We have seen what he's been able to do through the air. He is top 5 right now in the country in passing touchdowns, and he continues to improve in his ball security.
The Tar Heels headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to... So North Carolina's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And guys, as this year has gone on, it has become harder and harder to ignore the excellence that this quarterback is putting out there each and every week.
Well, the secret's out now, and I think at the start of the year, everybody knew this guy was talented. They wanted to see if he could be consistent, though, and David, he's been that through the first half of the season. So now he's got the target on his back. He's got to elevate his play because everybody knows he's what makes this offense go.
But he's got to do it when it matters most, and that's when we start talking about winning conference championships at the end of the year, getting into the playoffs. So great start, great middle. How he finishes will determine whether he's going to be at that Heisman ceremony.
Second and long here. Anderson will throw. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And I thought it was a good job by the quarterback, really seeing the drag route start to come across the field, and he puts the ball pretty much on the money. And you got to make that play. You got to make those catches to get this offense in a rhythm, to stay ahead of schedule. Those are ones he doesn't drop very often.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's third down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the first down on third down.
Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Buying a little time to his left. He's going to run it. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback, and you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on third and long. Anderson wants to throw. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at fourth and long. You've got to be better.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power, a 46-yarder from the left. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Number 92, set to kick this one away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. They're working that left side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Guys, let's talk a little bit about North Carolina. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason.
He's loose on the left. The 20. He's at the touchdown, North Carolina. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. Here he comes with the return. Tackled and brought down right at the 20. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. Anderson will throw. He's got it. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Wants to throw one first. Buys time to his left. Makes the grab on the left. Quick step and go. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
And the Tar Heels peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Wide receiver going in motion. Drops back on first down. The sure hands, it's Butler. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
An 8-yard pickup on the first down completion, now 2nd and 2. The fake wants to throw. Gets it to the back. Knocked down after a short gain, but enough to move those chains. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Blue 22. Blue 22.
They'll throw it from the red zone. On the move. Fires on the move. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. And now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Back's going for the goal line. Touchdown, UNC! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard. North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They'll run the screen. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
The Tar Heels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The RPO got him, and they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Anderson wants to throw. Fires to the middle. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
Oh, pressure's coming. He's sacked. This defense all over it.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Fires to the wideout. They were trying to work the outside there. He played it perfectly, almost got the pick. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game.
And here comes the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Sells the run, looking to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
And coming into this football game, man, watching this guy's tape, he's such a complete quarterback, and Reese talked about him early in the game, but he's showing this defense. A lot of times, it takes some time to catch up to the game speed, but doing it with his legs, like finding ways to continue to scramble like you just saw, to get those extra first downs, to get this defense a little bit tired, man, he can do a little bit of everything.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Anderson will throw. Fires to the middle. Finds space on the right. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
And the Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Makes the grab. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Tar Heels come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Throws it off the RPO. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
And the Tar Heels will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Offense trying to go push pass on first down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration, and they get the tackle for loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Anderson wants to throw. Extending the play. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance, but
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Whistle sounds, but they get the timeout called just before the delay of game. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Pulls it in. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Anderson will throw. Misses badly on that one. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. The snap sets up to throw. Back's got it on the screen. There he goes. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense, but the defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
The Tar Heels have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Sells the run, wants to pass. Keeping his eyes downfield. Fires into the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. They're all over it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on him. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little kick route, try to get my guy open.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. He wants it all. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Fitted in the window for the score.
And that's his 2nd touchdown pass of the day, and he has been as good as advertised. Reese talked about it coming into the game, right? He highlighted him as the playmaker, the guy that can get things done. Already got 2 touchdown passes, really doing a good job of handling everything the defense is throwing at him and making plays.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So they move the ball 43 yards on that drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee in this drive. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Anderson wants to throw. Still looking. Trying to make magic with his feet. Oh, he's got some space. And he has vexed his defense with the scrambles. Another first down and yet another big gain.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Fresh center downs going to the air. Look out! A strike downfield. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. From deep, it's Jennings. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Sells to run, looking to pass. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, Week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the USC Trojans. And it's the Buckeyes looking for a 3rd straight victory today following that Week 1 defeat. And they're on top right now against another solid team. This outcome today could define each of their seasons. Now back to your game in Louisville. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see 2 offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium.
And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Give to the running back. Pretty good job of running to get two there to the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Anderson will throw. On the move. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Hunt is on its way. Catch is made at the 15. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he... North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and
runs through a man. He might have space. Past the 30. Inside the touchdown, UNC. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And no chance at a return here. They'll start the... North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Extending the play. He's got the tight end. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Anderson wants to throw. He's going to take a shot. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
And that's a really good play. That's a bomb. That's thrown way down the field. A lot of time for me to do what? Get a little bit handsy, get my hands, force a PI, stayed calm, did a nice job staying the course, got his hand on the football for the deflection.
Under pressure. Quarterback gets the first down. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And how about it? It's not just the arm. We've seen that today where he's picked them apart, put up some yardage, put on some touchdowns. Also showing you he can do it with his puppies. Taking off, running, getting the first down. Nice scramble. He's shown you a little bit of everything today.
And the Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready. Black 18. Red 25.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Rush right in his face. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And that's a better job by this defense. That's exactly what they've got to start doing more. He's had a lot of success on the ground. It's apparent. He will take off and move. So how do we keep him in the pocket? Get him behind the line of scrimmage, fluster him a little bit, and don't let him use those wheels.
22.
Gives it. Turning it on. At the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Tar Heels. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? His 3rd touchdown of the game and 20th of the season. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a scintillating 52-yard jaunt to the house. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the... The North Carolina offense returns to the field. And we've seen a tremendous show from this freshman behind center. And the QB has more than had his weight as lighting up the secondary and the scoreboard, Jesse.
Yeah, and
Gets away from one, fight. Oh my goodness, he's still moving. Speeding down the left side. At the 20. Touchdown, North Carolina. He ran through 2 men on his way to the end zone. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
that's the kind of play that might happen only one time in your life if you're lucky. It's like a hole-in-one in golf. Pollock, a 99-yard touchdown run.
When you get almost 100 yards on the day, you're happy. But when you get it on one carry, it's even better. They give it to him. Once he gets past that second level, no one catches him all the way to the house, 99 yards.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Here's the return from inside his 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the... And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. And this guy just oozing confidence as a signal caller. And he's thrown it all over the place. Been a bit of a mismatch, candidly, Jesse.
I think there were high expectations for this guy coming into the year, but I don't know if anyone thought it would look this good. He has been so dialed in today. When he's doing the work during the week leading up to the game, boy, oh boy, it shows up on game day. He's got a lot of talent, but you combine the mental approach to that talent, this guy's virtually unstoppable.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Anderson will throw. He'll pull it down and run. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30.
Second and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Hands it off. He gets it across the 25 to the 24. Give him 5 on the carry.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4.
Black 14.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense has had enough of this, right? The quarterback's on a hot streak. The ball's not hitting the ground. And right there, they decide, we are jumping one of these routes. We're going to try to get a pick. Almost came away with one there.
This 3rd down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably set. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Just an outstanding performance for this guy behind center. And the QB has more than had his way, just lighting up the secondary and the scoreboard, Jesse.
Yeah, and Breeze, talking to the coaches coming into this one, they felt like they had a real opportunity in this game to throw the football with success, understanding just how talented their quarterback is. And he's really answered the bell. He's done a really nice job with his decisions. He's played on time. He's been accurate. And this offense has been up and down the field in large part because of how well their quarterback is playing.
Anderson wants to throw. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Drives inside. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
Can't get him to the ground. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. An explosive play in the running game moves the sticks for the 1st down, but there is an injured player on the field. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. The Tar Heels have their offense in high gear.
Blue 22.
Wants to throw on 1st. That one just came off his hand badly.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of at the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Long way to go on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And both these quarterbacks, man, they're showing off their ability to take off and scramble and make plays. Right here, it's a design pass. He's looking to make a play. What does he do? He sees some space, captures it, makes the big play with his feet, gets another first down. This guy can do that a lot.
And the Tar Heels will line it up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready. Go.
Anderson will throw. Hauls it in. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Short completion on 1st down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. The play fake. Moving to his left. Fires for the deep corner. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, UNC! The lead gets bigger here in the 4th quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. And he's coming out of the end zone. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line. North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. And we talked about this guy from the beginning, and so far he has not disappointed behind center. And he's thrown it all over the place. Been a bit of always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, here we are late in the game, and this secondary, they are still covering. They forced the QB to hold on to it, and then he bailed out, trying to buy himself more time. Because he couldn't get rid of the football so quickly early, that allowed the pass rush to get to him.
Anderson wants to throw. Rush is on. He'll try to do it himself. Breaks into the open. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. And a really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the 1st down.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on 1st down. Fresh center downs going to the air. Looking to the big tight end. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. And after this play, the cake will be baked. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. And after the short gain, that is going to put this one in the books. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.